reflecting on March goals. Highest paying month on YouTube yet. That's like one of the worst endings I've ever read. Split up my reset routine. Okay, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Hannah. If you're not new, welcome back. I am doing my monthly reset video. Also, quick shout out before we begin, obviously inspired by my girl Carter Sullivan. She has the best content and has been making these videos for over a year now, I think, and has kind of inspired this trend on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to her channel, or if you haven't seen her channel or her monthly resets, go watch her videos as well. This monthly reset in particular is unique because I feel like I'm also kind of resetting for spring. Not only am I reflecting on March and resetting for April, but I'm gonna incorporate a lot of like spring items and spring cleaning into here as well. So I'm excited for that portion of this video, and I feel like it kind of mixes up these resets a little bit. Quick disclaimer, I live in New York. If you guys are new around here, if this is like the first video that you guys are stumbling across, so if you hear ambulance sirens, fire truck sirens, police cars, screaming people, screaming children, horns, all of the above, I have no control over that and I apologize. There's only so much I can do to minimize the noise in this apartment, but it does get pretty noisy, so you know, just enjoy the sounds of the city. It's like you're actually here with me. First thing that I want to do is reflect on my March goals, because I honestly didn't really look at these goals too much throughout the month of March, and that can be a good thing and a bad thing. I think it's bad when you really harp on goals and stress over goals, but I also think that it's good to periodically look at them. For the month of March, I didn't really look at these goals too much, but I had them in the back of my head, so I'm really excited to go over these goals, see what I had originally written down, and kind of see what I achieved in this month. I normally do this video at my kitchen table, but I just feel like the lighting is so much better in my room. Also, I just feel like the vibes of sitting on the bed is kind of more welcoming and cozier, so you guys are welcome for that. All right, starting with reflecting on March goals. Read 3 books. I did in fact read 3 books. I read over 3 books, shockingly, and let's see how many I read in the month of March. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I finished 6 books in the month of March, so literally 3 more books than I had originally set my goal for, and I'm gonna go through the books that I read for the month of March towards the middle of this video, so stay tuned for that if you want to see a what I read in March collection. So read 3 books in the month of March. Next one was to hit 2,600 subscribers on YouTube. Today is March 31st, and we are currently at, drumroll please, 2,691. So I well surpassed the 2,600 subscribers on YouTube. I had a really good growth month where I've almost hit, I think, like 250 or 200 more subscribers than I did last month. I'd have to look at the specifics, but I am so excited for all the new faces on this channel. So if you're new around here and if you were one of those new 200 subscribers, welcome. Next is to spend less, significantly less in February. I would say that I did spend less in February. I don't know if we can use the word significantly because I had quite the shopping problem this month. I splurged on a bunch of new bathing suits and a bunch of new spring clothes because 1, I'm doing a spring haul, 2, I'm doing a bikini haul, but 3, I just wanted to buy a bunch of stuff to prepare for spring and summer so it doesn't get sold out and I won't be able to buy it. So I did a lot of shopping for clothes and stuff like that this month, which is why I don't think we can use the word significantly in that sentence. Definitely spent less in February because I didn't travel anywhere this month. Is that a lie? No, I don't think it's a lie. I don't think I went anywhere this month, which is a bad thing for like my mental health, but a good thing for my bank account, you know? Next was attend my in-person, oh, I did. It was such a lie. I did. I went to Williamsburg, Virginia to attend my in-person school residency. I literally forgot that that was in the month of March because it was so early on in the month of March. I had already previously bought my ticket and stuff, so like that doesn't count, you know what I mean? But attend my in-person school residency, I did that. I did that successfully. If you guys haven't seen that video, I will have it linked up here. I have a spin class nearby. I did not complete this goal this month, but I did try like 3 new Pilates classes, so I feel like that kind of overrules this goal because I've been really into Pilates lately instead of spin. I thought I was going to get into spin, but truthfully there are just no close spin studios near me in the city, but there are a lot of Pilates studios near me, So I'm into Pilates lately. She's a Pilates girl now. Next is to get back into a morning and night routine. I feel like I've done a pretty good job of this. I have been trying to fix my sleep schedule, as you guys know. I talk about it in the vlogs all the time that I have had a hard time sleeping lately, and I feel like getting on a good night routine and not doing social media before bed, instead reading before bed, or like watching one of my favorite shows before bed, or like getting to bed before a certain time has really helped. So I feel like I've kind of fixed my night routine, and then I've been in a pretty good morning routine as well, where I do pretty much the same things every morning. I also just filmed a updated morning routine video, so if you haven't seen that video either, I will also pop it up here so you guys can add to the watch list. So get back into a morning night routine. I feel like I definitely did that. Post 8 times on YouTube. I posted way more than 8 times on YouTube, not to toot my own horn, but I did vlog week this month, which if you guys haven't seen that either, go watch it. What are you guys doing? And I loved it, but that helped me go way over 8 videos. I think I'm now probably at like 13 or 14 videos for the month of March, so that's really cool. So this is where we can reflect on how much subs I started with at the beginning of March and how much subs I'm ending with at the end of March, or how many new faces we have on this channel is probably a better way to put it. So when I started March, I was at 2,503 subscribers, and now, like I said earlier, I'm at 2,691 subscribers, so almost 200 new faces on this channel. Like I said before, welcome if you're new around here. We have a good time on this channel, so you guys should stick around and subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up. I love interacting with you guys. I respond to like pretty much every single comment. I love having conversations with you guys. You can follow me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram, you know, all of the platforms I am pretty much on. And then AdSense, I don't know how much I made on AdSense this month because it's still technically going to be calculating until like the 2nd of April, because I think it's 2 days delayed. But I'm anticipating that I'm making more than $200 this month on AdSense, which is crazy because that's my highest paying month on YouTube yet. If you guys are not in the YouTube world and you don't know, YouTubers don't really make that much on AdSense when you're first starting out. Once you get to like several thousand followers, 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers, or I guess subscribers, not followers, that's when the paychecks actually become like a good chunk of money. But when you're first starting out, and for someone like me that only has, not only, but I have 2,600 subscribers, I'm only making about like $200 a month on YouTube from AdSense. So just full transparency, that is that. It's exciting because this is the most that I've made on YouTube yet since I started my channel. So thank you guys. It's all because you guys interact with my videos, watch my videos, interact with the ads, so I have you guys to thank for that. And now it's time to fill out April goals. I actually brainstormed some goals yesterday. I was in the office yesterday for the first time. That's another video that you guys can go watch. So many shout outs to myself right now in this video. I don't know what's happening. I've just been filming videos about literally everything that's been happening in my life lately, so I have a video for everything that I'm mentioning in this vlog, I promise. I went into the office yesterday for the first time in 2 years. It was an interesting experience. If you want to see that video and learn my thoughts on that and like see my whole routine, go watch it. But I did that, and during my downtime, when I kind of had finished my work and I was just sitting at my desk, I started to brainstorm some April goals that I have for myself. So actually, let me go get that notebook because I did it in my work notebook, and I'm gonna transfer it to my handy dandy personal notebook. We have the work notebook. Now to transfer. Let me write all of the goals that I had down in this notebook first, and then I will share them with you guys. First goal that I have for April is YouTube related. I want to make $200 on AdSense again, or a little bit more than $200 on AdSense again. I just want that to start being my consistent income from YouTube for a little bit. Obviously, I would love to make more than that, but I think at the very least I would like to make $200 again because I feel like that's a good goal to set. So that's one. 2 is to finish my current class with an A. Right now I have a 100% in the class. I'm knocking on wood because I don't know how that's happening. It's an actual miracle, and I wanted to stay like that. Like, I won an A in this class, so that's really exciting. 3 is to upload 4 times on my personal Instagram. I am so bad with Instagram. I honestly don't even really love Instagram, but that's like a whole other topic that we could get into some other day. Instagram and I just like don't really get along. Yeah, the heater is turning on now, as you guys can hear. And the siren. I'm telling you guys, sounds of the city. It's either the heater, the kids, or the sirens. There's something always going on. Where was I? Okay, yes. Upload 4 times on Pinterest. I'm trying to get better about Pinterest because I feel like it's a really good growth platform. I use Pinterest so much for inspiration pics, inspiration quotes, inspiration recipes. I use Pinterest so much, and I feel like I could also contribute to that platform really well. So I want to take like anything that I'm posting on Instagram and also put it on Pinterest. Upload 4 times on my travel Instagram. I like never really talk about this, but I actually have a travel Instagram and a travel blog. I will pop it up on the bottom of the screen. I'm not that great at updating them, but I'm trying to get better about it. And I have so many new posts that I plan on putting up on my travel Instagram next month, and then just like in the future in general. So if you guys want to follow the travel Instagram, it's called Stamp That. I will have it linked in the description of this video. It's also, pop it up at the bottom of the screen. And then my travel blog is also Stamp That. I'm pretty sure it's www.stampthat with 2 T's at the end.com. That's also linked in the description below. So going off the travel Instagram, when I upload 4 times on that, I want to upload 1 new blog post on my travel Instagram because it's been a really long time since I've uploaded that. Just because, you know, the state of the world within the last 2 years hasn't really allowed us to travel. But now that we're starting to travel again, I am planning on uploading on that a little bit more, maybe like once a month or something of that sort. So I have a blog post that I'm pretty much done with. I just need to like make a few more edits on it, but I plan on uploading that this month. I want to try 1 new workout class. I'm thinking cycle bar or berries or rumble or something of that sort. I just want to try a class that I've never tried before. Last is to make 2 new recipes. I need to get back on my cooking grind. I was so good about it before I started traveling in February, and then after traveling it's just been downhill ever since. But I want to get inspired with cooking again and cook 2 new recipes that I've never cooked before, so that is also one of the April goals. And that basically completes it for my April goals. Like I've said previously, I keep my goals to a minimum, and I want to make sure that they're actually achievable, because I feel like if you're setting goals that are so far out of your reach, it discourages me personally from not wanting to achieve them, and I just stop caring. So I think it's fun when you can make goals that are within your reach and not too far out of your reach. Obviously you want to challenge yourself, but challenge yourself within reason, if that makes any sense. And now on to one of my favorite portions of these videos. And I know some of your guys' favorite portion too. If you don't enjoy reading, if you don't enjoy book reviews, you can skip this section and just move on to the next section of this video. But for those of you guys that like the book reviews and the book recaps, this is for you. The first book that I have on the list is Such a Quiet Place by Megan Miranda. This is what the cover looks like. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Also, you guys follow me on Goodreads because I put all of my updated books on Goodreads. Quick recap on this book. This is like a murder mystery whodunit type of book, and I was just honestly like really not impressed with this book at all, and I feel like I had a lot of the same thoughts as a lot of the reviews on the book. So I just think that the book was like slightly bland. There wasn't anything that really made my jaw drop. It was just, I was just reading it and being like, okay, that makes sense, you know what I mean? And I also just didn't really connect with the characters. I just thought the characters were very bland. Like everything about this book was just really bland to me. And the ending of this book is like one of the worst endings that I've ever read. It was so bad, and you read the ending and you're just like, that's it? That's the ending? That's how I felt about this whole book, but especially ending. This is like one of the worst endings I've ever read. Hot take, but I did not like it. 3 out of 5 stars was honestly generous of me. I would give it more like 2.5 out of 5 stars. Next book that I read, which is the first book in one of my new favorite series, was Twisted Love, and this is the Twisted series by Anna Huang. This is what the cover looks like. This isn't the original cover of the series. This is the, I don't know what they're calling this cover, but this is like the revamped cover of the series. I just liked it better than the original cover and felt like it was like more aesthetically pleasing and kind of was a little bit less aggressive than the original cover personally. Big fan. It is a very spicy, very smutty romance book. It's about, I'll just read you the back of it because I don't even know how to explain this book. Alex Volkov is a devil blessed with the force of an angel and cursed with a past he can't escape. Driven by a tragedy that has haunted him for the most of his life, his ruthless pursuits for success and vengeance leave little room for matters of the heart. But when he's forced to look after his best friend's sister, he starts to feel something in his chest, a crack, a melt, a fire that could end his world as he knew it. Ava Chen is a free spirit trapped by nightmares of a childhood she can't remember. But despite her broken past, she's never stopped seeing the beauty in the world, including the heart beneath the icy exterior of a man she shouldn't want. Her brother's best friend, her neighbor, her savior, and her downfall. Theirs is a love that was never supposed to happen, but when it does, it unleashes secrets that could destroy them both and everything they hold dear. 5-star read, guys. 5-star series, 5-star read. I have also read the second book, which I'll talk about next. I need to order the third book on Amazon, and the fourth and final book is coming out in June. So I want to make sure that I have 1 through 3 read before the fourth one comes out. But I gave this book 5 stars, and basically my entire review is just like I'm already purchasing the rest of the books because that's how good it was. So if you like spicy, smutty romance books, this is for you, this whole series. Next book, which has been my favorite in the Twisted series so far, is Twisted Games. This is book number 2, obviously. I'm gonna read you the back again because I just feel like the back explains it the best way. Also, what I like about the series, just to backtrack really quickly, is Ava has 3 friends. They're like in a group of 4. And the first book is obviously about Ava's story, but the remaining 3 books of the series are about her friends' romance stories. So I really actually like how they connect all the characters because all the characters kind of make an appearance in each one of the books, but the main character changes to a different friend in each book. Stoic and arrogant, elite bodyguard Rise Larson has 2 rules. Protect his clients at all costs. Do not become emotionally involved ever. He has never once been tempted to break those rules until her. Bridget von Ashburg, a princess with a stubborn streak that matches his own and a hidden fire that reduces his rules to ash. She's nothing he expected and everything he knew he needed. Day by day, inch by inch, she breaks down his defenses until he's faced with the truth he can no longer deny. He swore an oath to protect her, but all he wants is to ruin her, to take her, because she's his. His princess, his forbidden fruit, his every depraved fantasy. Yeah, this book is so spicy. It's like a bodyguard, princess, hidden romance book. It's so good. Like, this is the best book in the series so far. Would highly recommend that series. Obviously, I gave it 5 stars. So good. Next book that I read was Influencer: Building Your Personal Brand in the Age of Social Media by Brittany Hennessy. This is what the cover looks like. This book was really trendy a while back. I think that this book was written by the Senior Director of Influencer Strategy and Talent Partnerships at Hearst Magazine's Digital Media. I had high hopes for this book. It was trendy a while back. Basically, a lot of people said that it had really good tips for building your personal brand and building your social media and becoming like a good influencer. I don't even really like that word, but you know what I mean. So I picked this book up because it's been on my radar for a little bit, and I was honestly pretty disappointed by this book. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I just feel like a lot of the tips, tricks, whatever you want to call it, were very outdated and just not realistic. This book basically emphasizes the fact that you need like 100,000 followers to get anywhere in the social media world, and just in today's day and age with TikTok and the rise of social media, you don't need 100,000 followers on any platform to make it in the social media world. Micro influencers and smaller influencers are like the wave of the future for social media. So I just didn't agree with a lot of things that were said in this book. A lot of the stuff was outdated. Another thing that I didn't agree with, which just sticks in my head because this is how I know it's outdated, is that she recommends in the book that you put up a trailer for your YouTube channel. And I can't remember the last time I saw someone have a trailer for their YouTube channel. That's how I knew I was outdated. I gave it 3 stars. There are like a few good tips or things to keep in mind that I pulled from the book, but like 2 or 3 out of maybe 100 that she gave. So I just like wasn't a big fan, and I really would not recommend it. If I were you, I would just watch YouTube videos or like read blog posts. Don't spend your money on this book. Next book that I read is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I literally always butcher his last name, but this is what the cover looks like. This is from the author of The Silent Patient. This is his second book that he's written in his career. First book was The Silent Patient. If you've never read The Silent Patient, that is like the #1 book that I recommend to literally anyone. That is probably my #1 5-star read to this day. The most insane story, the most insane plot twist, the most insane everything. Just go read that book and you'll thank me after. But he wrote a second book called The Maidens, and basically it's another psychological thriller about a series of murders that happen on a college campus, and this psychologist therapist essentially attempts to solve the mystery of who's killing these women and stuff like that, because she feels like the police aren't doing a good job. And that's like the gist of the whole book. It's basically a murder mystery psychological thriller type book, and I have a few thoughts on this book. I'm just gonna read you my Goodreads review. First of all, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was still good, but like it wasn't as good as The Silent Patient, and that's what I had to compare it to, you know? So I said, such a good psychological thriller, but not as good as The Silent Patient in my opinion. There were also a few plots in the book that seemed unrealistic, which is also why I docked it to a 4-star read. Will def still recommend to a friend, but only after they've read The Silent Patient first. My issues with this book is that I thought that the therapist, psychologist, the person that basically takes on trying to solve these murders on her own, she is just like attracted to these super crazy people all over the place. She's just surrounded by crazy, it seems, and I didn't really enjoy that. Like, I feel like every character that was introduced to the book, they acted crazy towards her and had like a screw loose, and I just don't think realistically someone's attracted to that many crazy people. I had an issue with that, first of all, and there were just a few other things that I was like, I just feel like that's not necessary. But overall, it was a good book, and I would definitely still recommend reading it. It was a very quick and easy read. I think I read it in like 2 or 3 days, but read The Silent Patient first and then read this book and then thank me after. Last book that I read in the month of March is One Italian Summer by Rebecca Serrell. I am literally obsessed with the cover of this book. It is stunning. I picked up this book because I was attracted to the cover, because I've actually been to Positano before. This is where I spent my 21st birthday when I was studying abroad in Italy, and it's to this day one of my favorite places. It's just so unique and so stunning that I of course had to pick up the book that was all about it. So basically, this book is about a woman that loses her mother, but before her mother passes away, they book a trip to Italy, and even though her mother has since passed away, she still decides to take the trip by herself to Italy, and it's kind of like a self-discovery type book. The whole point of her going to Italy is because her mom told her stories growing up about how her mother went on a self-discovery trip to Positano and like found out so much about herself, and how Positano held such a special place in her mother's heart because her mother like really found out who she was from this trip. And I don't know if I would technically classify this book as fantasy, and if this is giving it away, I don't think it is, but you can kind of figure it out by what's going on in the book. The first day that the daughter goes to Italy, she is in present day. The second day that the daughter wakes up in Italy, she's 40 years in the past, and basically ends up spending the trip with her mother from when her mother was like 20. So she like traveled back in time and ends up making friends with her mom when her mom was 20 or however old she was, and they go on like this self-discovery adventure together. So I don't know if that counts as like fantasy or sci-fi if she's traveling into the past. I don't even know how she travels into the past. It's not super specific, but it's like a cute book. If you've ever been to Italy, if you've ever been to Positano, I like the book because it was really easy to visualize the places that they were describing, because all the places in the book were obviously real places. It was cute. It wasn't my favorite. I think I gave it 3 out of 5 stars just because it was a little weird, but I still enjoyed it. It was short and easy, and like I said, love Italy. So that was the last book that I read in March. I'm reading a book right now that I started in March that it technically is going to be an April book because I'm not going to finish it by the time March is over, because today is literally the last day of March. But it's The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, which is the Dreamland Billionaire series. I'm like not the biggest fan of it so far, which is why it's taking me so long to read it, but nonetheless, I am carrying on with it. That'll probably be in my April wrap up, and I will review it and everything then. But yeah, these were all the books for March. That's a good number, I feel like. Since I set my goal for 3 books, I feel like reading 6 books is like a good accomplishment. it's a few days later. I'm gonna multitask and talk to you guys at the same time because it's already like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I just feel like I haven't gotten anything done today. But I essentially like to kind of split up my April reset routine, I guess, into a few days. I started off as doing it in like one whole day, doing goal reflection, budgeting, cleaning the apartment, getting groceries, like yada yada yada, you know, the whole 9 yards. And I just think that I found that it works better for me to split up into a few days. So Thursday, when I originally filmed the first part of this video, I did the goal reflection, book review, kind of, I was in the mood to do it, so I decided to do it that day. And now today's Sunday, it is gloomy outside, rainy, so it's not a good day to kind of explore the city. So I've decided that today is going to be a good day where I can actually like reset my apartment, like my physical space. So I'm going to do so much laundry today. I've talked about this in the past, but I don't know how I go through so many clothes in a week. I am like constantly doing laundry, which is like one of the #1 reasons why I cannot renew the lease in this apartment, because I need an in-unit washer dryer next time. It's not happening anymore. So I need to do a lot of laundry today. I'm gonna wash my sheets, change my sheets into the other Brooklyn sheets that I have. I'm going to do dishes, clean the dishes. I need to vacuum and stuff like that. So I figured I'd just take you guys along with me for my like physical reset, because I feel like Thursday was like my mental reset and today is my physical reset. I feel like that's a really good way to split it up, in my opinion. So I'm doing that now. I'm also gonna like watch YouTube at the same time, so this is gonna be a montage clip where I won't really be talking. So this part of the video is a good portion to play in the background if you also need to clean up your space or if you need to reset for April. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I can't believe it's already almost 1 o'clock and I have nothing done today. I always break a sweat putting back together my bed, and I blame the duvet cover fully. I don't know why putting on a duvet cover is like the hardest thing in the entire world, but I'm literally sweating now. I need to like change out of the sweatshirt. But obviously finished doing the bedding and through the old bedding, or the bedding that needs to be washed on the floor. I also have all this stuff that I'm gonna take to the laundromat. So I think I'm gonna get this organized, get the Tide Pods, and then head down to the laundromat to get some of this done because it is an eyesore in this room. And we have a weekend's worth of dishes. Truly embarrassed by this, and it's gross, so need to clean this up ASAP. I look disheveled. I have done so much today. Wow. I pretty much did all my laundry. I have a little bit left to do. I put it in that basket and I'm probably gonna tackle it tomorrow. I folded all the laundry that was on the bed, which was like so much laundry as you guys saw. I really let it pile up sometimes and then just don't do it. Also put the ones that need to dry on the drying rack, did all the dishes that were in the sink, unloaded the dishwasher, ordered groceries, so I'm gonna do a little grocery haul once that gets in. I've also compiled the clothes that I'm gonna give away, slash sell on Poshmark, slash tried to use, what is it called, Buffalo Exchange. I've been compiling this pile for a few weeks now, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I think I need to make an appointment at Buffalo Exchange. This is like a really big spring cleaning task that I do every year. Is just go through like winter clothes that I didn't wear or clothes that I haven't been wearing for the past couple of months and just purge them from my closet. Living in New York, the closets are literally so small. I lucked out because I have a decent sized closet. It's not like the biggest, but it's not the smallest that I could possibly have, but definitely doesn't have enough space to hold all the sweatshirts and like clothes and stuff that I own. Same with the drawers under my bed. I'm very fortunate that I have the drawers under my bed for space, but at the same time, not every single sweater fits in those drawers, and I just got to the point where I need to purge a lot of my winter stuff to replace it with spring items. So that's what all of this is. Not this. This is sweater I was wearing earlier, but that's what all of this is. I have like a jean skirt that's kind of out of style. I have jeans, sweaters, leggings that I didn't wear this winter, skirts that I know I'm not going to wear in the spring, sweatshirts that I'm no longer wearing, and jean shorts that I'm just like not a huge fan of anymore. So I need to figure out what to do with this, but this may not look like a lot, but actually opened up a lot of space in my closet for new items that I've purchased. So I'm really glad that I did this. I get attached to clothes really easily, so it's kind of hard for me to let them go. I kind of have the mindset of like, what if I need that one day, you know what I mean? But odds are I probably won't need it. My memory card filled up, but I don't know what I was saying. Basically, I was saying that the odds of me needing these clothes in the future, or thinking of these clothes in the future, are very, very slim. That's the ordeal with like the spring cleaning, spring purging my closet. I've been doing that periodically throughout the last couple of weeks as I find things and as I clean out drawers. So need to figure out what to do with this, or like make an appointment to drop this off somewhere. I will pick back up once my groceries get here because I did a huge grocery order of like essentials that I basically ran out of last month that I need for this month. So once those get here, I'm going to do a huge haul and we can go from there. Change of plans. I know I said that I was going to do a grocery haul, but honestly half of the items I ended up ordering they like couldn't find in store. I did Instacart, and so when that happens they just like refund me. So a lot of the items that I got I ended up getting refunded for, which is fine, but that means I just need to do like a bigger grocery haul later this week. So I didn't film that. I also didn't film it because my light in my living area is making a really weird, like not good noise, to the point where it sounds like there's either something in it chewing the wires or it's gonna like fall out of the ceiling. And the building management office doesn't open up until tomorrow on Monday, so I like don't want that ceiling to fall on me in the middle of the night, or like whatever is in that potentially to come out. I like won't be able to sleep tonight if I stay here, so I am actually going to Williamsburg to spend the night at my boyfriend's. Sorry, this is like not related to the reset at all, but I just wanted to like give you guys a reason for not filming the grocery haul. That's my excuse, is that my ceiling literally sounds like it's about to fall through. I went upstairs just to see if maybe there's water leaking or something, and I don't think there is. So I'm gonna get out of here as fast as possible. I'm packing my bag now, but I just wanted to go ahead and officially end off this vlog and say happy spring, happy April. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.